this video, I want to talk about what is frugal and why I want to promote frugality in my videos. So let's begin. According to dictionary.com, prudently saving or sparing, not wasteful. It also means requiring few resources. Yes, exactly. This is what I mean, frugal. So a lot of people might think, is frugal the same as being cheap? I don't think so. So let me give a couple examples why frugal is different from being cheap. So being cheap is like you eat at a restaurant, you might spend $200, but when it comes to tip, you're tipping 5%, 10%, because in the US culture or custom, you supposed to tip about 15 to 20%. So being a frugal person like me, I always tip 20% because I know the waiters and waitresses, their wage is very low and their life is dependent on tips. And second example is I donate to charities. I spent a few $1,000s for a charity trip to, for example, Romania 2 years ago. So if I'm cheap, I would not do that, right? I would not donate my time and money and all the effort, all the volunteering job I'm doing. For example, I'm in the environmental group at work. I'm also a career coaching. Career coach to those underprivileged individuals. I'm also part of the Asian Alliance partnership. You know, we organize like events. I was part of the Chinese New Year celebration organizing team. So I'm donating a lot of my time, effort, and money to enhance others' experiences and life. So I don't consider that as being cheap. So anyway, so let's get that out of the way, and then I want to talk about the 6 reasons why frugality should be promoted and everyone should at least give it a try. The first one is frugality equals environment protection. So the consumerism, at least in the US, in China, like I know, is really getting out of control. People just keep buying and buying as if like buying is the only solution to everything, as if buying can fix all the problems they have in life, which we all know is not true. And plus, 30% all the online purchases are being returned. And have we asked ourselves, where all the returns go? So most of them actually discarded to landfill, shredded. Only a very small percentage of them is being recycled. For example, if it's plastic or it's battery or things like that. So it's really, really bad for the environment. This forward, over consuming is really not good for the earth, not good for global warming, not good for our corals, forests, and all that. And also, in the US, 40% of the food in the household are being wasted. So that means you go to the store, buy like $40 worth of food, and you end up throwing $16 worth of food away down into the drain or in the garbage. So being a frugal person, we would never waste any food. Like I mentioned, we even use the bones of the chicken we had and make a soup out of it. Actually, we just had it last night and it was awesome. Second reason we should be frugal is frugal promotes creativity. So think about all the DIY projects you are going to do when you're frugal, and the things that are free is actually the best for us. For example, we should all go to the nature more, and instead of few people crammed into a little space and you don't really see the sky, the blue sky and the clouds, and you don't feel the wind. And if you go to the mountains for a hike, and if you go to the ocean, you see how big, beautiful, and powerful nature is. And then you really think about how small our little problems are, and maybe we'll end up coming back and not worry about it. We'll be energized and not worry about our little problems and just have more gratitude and move on with life with a positive attitude, right? All right, number 3, why we should all be frugal is frugality fosters low stress, increase peace and simplicity. So when we need less, we'll buy less, and then we'll spend the next time making money to buy things, right? Without the need of material possession, we are freeing up our mind, our time to do other meaningful things. That means with a less stress lifestyle. And when we have less things in our house, we have more space, and that creates peace. And also for simplicity, when we have less clutter, when we have simple life, we tend to enjoy it more because life is less complicated. And when it's less complicated, it's less stressful. So I think it's all linked together. And having a lot of things, it just drives me crazy sometimes. Like I just cannot wait to declutter and just make everything neat. When the house is neat and clean, I'm happy, I'm content, and then I can like come down and sit down and read my book with a nice cup of tea. All right, number 4, frugality facilitates deeper connection with your partners and family. I think this is very, very important. When we free up our mind and time, instead of searching on Amazon, read that 500 reviews, spend a few hours, we could spend those few hours connecting with a partner, have a deeper conversation about things, talking about your financial freedom, talking about your plans, and talking about what's important to you, and talking about your next vacation plan, and talking about your retirement plan. There are so many things and meaningful things to talk about other than spend surfing online, searching for the next item to buy. And also you can, when you DIY together, you can really appreciate and respect each other's talents and what the skills they bring to the table to really make a beautiful art. For example, do a project or do something like that, and fix something around the house, and really show the appreciation and the gratitude towards that. And lastly, when you're frugal, you probably saved plenty, and then you never have the need to fight over money. Reason number 5, frugality provides financial freedom. Alright, so we know we cannot buy our way into happiness, but we all know we can buy our way into debt. So having debt is expensive, and we will never truly be free if we're not financially free, right? Because when you lose your job, if you don't have financial freedom, that's a disaster. But if I'm being frugal person, if I saved enough for a rainy day, losing a job is merely an inconvenience. All right, I'll find another one. It's not a big deal, right? And being frugal, I have a great job that provides me good benefits, good vacation, good everything, and medical and all that. So I'm very happy and I like my job. But I don't have the pressure to have to make more money, being promoted and all that, because I have plenty and I don't need all that stress, and I also don't need to make more to define me that I'm more capable, because I know my value and I know what's my passion, and I know the areas I want to focus and not climbing the corporate ladder. Last one, I think is most important. Frugality is definitely not all about money. It drives better quality life. If you're being frugal, you won't be bored because you will have a lot of hobbies and you'll entertain yourself. For example, you would go to the beach and go hiking and camping, do road trips, and go to the park and have a picnic, and the biggest one, read books, because you find a way to entertain yourself and others and being creative. So speaking of reading books, I'm now reading 3 books. I like to have the choice when depends on my mood. For example, this is a book like 366 essays about abundance, simplicity, simple life, and joy. It's a short essay, so when I only have 5 minutes to spare, I would like pick up this book. And then this one is just love story and very light, easy to carry. This one you can carry it when I go camping and read it at the campsite. And then this one is a book about Hemingway's life. Is really, really interesting. I'm very close to finish. It's really like I'm living through her life again, and in the glamorous Paris in the 1930s is just a wonderful, wonderful book. I recommend. So yeah, reading is a big part of a lot of frugal people's life, because you get a lot of fulfillment from reading anyway. If we think about life, what's the ultimate goal of life? We should know the answer is happiness, right? We're pursuing all that career goal. We want to find the right person. We want to buy all these things. We want to look, very nice and beautiful every day. Why? Why are we doing all this? Because we think all these things would make us happy, because that's the ultimate goal of life. The end goal of life is being happy. So if you think about it, to really spend all this money buying things, receive 5-10 boxes from Amazon really make you happy? Or having that money in the bank, or having that money invested and working for you make you happy? And would you really be happy if you have to work until like 65 when you at your retired age? Or would you be happy if you can retire at age 45 or age 50, and then you still have you still have energy and the time to really enjoy life because you've already saved up and your investment is working for you, right? And also, if we look at a lot of successful people, whereas maybe richest people like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, those are billionaires. They live very frugal life, and when you look at the happiest country in the world, which is always Finland, like all these Nordic countries, basically they always take over the top 5 happiest country on earth. Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland. I've been to 2 out of those 4 countries in the Nordic region. I've witnessed with my own eyes. They don't have huge houses. They don't have big SUVs and pickup trucks. They live very simple life, but they're happy. Why? Because simplicity and just symbol of joy is happiness. And because they have a good community, and because they value what's important in their life. And they have people in Iceland, they have a beautiful wool sweater. It does not just last their lifetime. They actually pass that on to the next generation. That's how frugal they are, but they're happy. So happiness is not really about having abundance. Abundance is not about having everything you have. I think abundance is about enough, everything that is out there for everyone else in the world. That's why when we volunteer, when we donate money, when we help others, we feel so happy, because that's abundance. That's abundance to everyone else in the world, not just ourselves. I hope I did a good job explaining why being frugal is important to me. I think being frugal gives me the opportunity to focus on my passion. For example, I want to focus on my YouTube video to increase awareness about environmental issues, about saving money, about financial freedom, about frugality. And I also want to focus on my passion on volunteering, helping others. And also, I want to focus on priorities, on things that makes me truly happy inside, and things that I value in my life, instead of material possessions, instead of buying, returning, running around, and just being busy for no added value to my life. Those are the 6 reasons why I choose to live frugal life. I think it really brought me joy and really changed my life, and it changed many prospects, the way I look at life and look at things. And if you found this video helpful, I will link another video here that I think you'll like. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.